In this video, we're going to see two different ways we can combine Excel or CSV files using Power Query in Excel or in Power BI. And we're also going to see a couple of options for exporting the combined files once they've been loaded into Power BI. Here I have 4 CSV files of the City of Laredo check register data. Each file has records for a different fiscal year. Let's say we need to combine all these into one single file. First, let's see how to do that using Power Query in Excel. You can access Power Query through Excel 2016 or later. Or if you have Excel 2010 or 2013, Power Query is available to download and install as an add-in. Here's a blank workbook. Let's go to the Data tab, Get Data, from File, from Folder. And we search for our folder that has the Excel or CSV files that we want to combine. Here we can click Combine. And we have a couple of options. For example, if we select Combine and Load, we will see the combined worksheet right here in Excel. But let's click on Combine and Transform Data. Here's a preview of our combined files. Let's click OK. And here is Power Query, where we can transform our data many different ways. In fact, Power Query has over 300 different transformations we can use. For example, let's say we want to remove some of these columns. We can remove them like this. We highlight the column and simply click Remove Columns. If we want to remove multiple columns, we highlight it, we keep the Control key on our keyboard pressed, and continue to highlight the other columns we don't need. And finally, we can remove them all. Then if we need to go back a step in our transformations, all we have to do is click the X right here. And that removes the latest transformation. For now, that's all the transformations we want. So we click Close and Load. And here is our combined file with fiscal years 2013 through 2016. Now let's go over how we can combine these files using Power BI. Here is Power BI Desktop. We click Get Data, More, Folder, and Connect. We can either browse for the folder path or we can copy and paste it in here and click OK. Let's click Combine and Combine and Transform Data. Here's a preview of the combined files. Let's click OK. Just like Power Query in Excel, here we can transform the data as needed. I'm going to delete some columns. Close and apply. Then we can start working with our data here in Power BI. If we need to export the combined file from Power BI to Excel or CSV, we have a couple of options. One option is using an external Power BI tool called Bravo. I already have Bravo installed on my machine, so I'll open it from the external tools here in Power BI. We click on Export Data, and this gives us options. We select the table we want to export. Then we can choose to export as an Excel spreadsheet or as a CSV. We click Export Selected and save our file. A second option we have to export data once it's been loaded into Power BI is another external tool called Dax Studio. I also have Dax Studio installed already, so I will open it from within Power BI. Here we type Evaluate. Then we double-click the table we want to export. We click Output, File, and Run. and we save our file. And that's two different ways we can combine Excel or CSV files using Power Query in Excel or Power BI, and a couple of options for exporting our files once they've been loaded into Power BI.